I've shown you at least a half a dozen times how to save out correctly sized images. I've shown you the best way. Now I'm going to show you the quickest way. This isn't the best way, okay? But if you're having trouble, I want you to do this because this is how you can end up with images that are 1500 pixels on the longest side. Switch over to Photoshop. So this is a square. If I bring up the image size dialog box, Option Command I, you can see it's 2162 by 2162. I'm going to hit Escape to get out of that dialog box. To save this out quickly, Shift Option Command S, File, Export. I never come here. There it is. Save for Web. And it says Legacy. This is probably going to go away. Okay, Shift Option Command S. By default, the first time you do this, it comes up with a color table, which means this is a GIF, and you don't want a GIF because this is 256 colors. A JPEG, on the other hand, if we switch up here and change this to JPEG High, has 16.7 million colors. That's more than 256, so this is a better file format. Now, we need to change the size. We need to make sure this is locked. The aspect ratio. Lock the aspect ratio so that when you change one image size, 1500, see how the other one changed along with it. I'm going to hit Tab in order to accept that and then save it out, and then hit the right arrow and type 1500. I'm going to put a P here to let myself know this is the Photoshop document, and I'm saving it into the same directory as the original file. I'm working smart. Now, over in Illustrator, there's a gotcha that I've never encountered before, and I've been using this command since the 1900s. Seriously. Before the turn of the century. So this is the first time, and I've spent over an hour banging my head against the wall till I just tried it. Hey, and it works even though there seems to be a glitch. Now, this is the artboard. This is a shape plane file, and I've released the clipping mask. So I can save out just this artboard, but for the sake of argument, and I want to show you, here's the artboard tool. If you need to resize the artboard, let's say that's what I want right there, because I didn't want a little fraction of that thing. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And in order to accept that, I just click on a different tool, and now the artboard has changed size. And now, if you go File, Export, there it is, Save for Web, Shift Option Command S. Again, it comes up as a GIF. You want to change this to JPEG High. Okay, Photoshop and Illustrator. Make sure this is locked. That's unlocked. That's locked. Now, Illustrator we can upsample. Photoshop, no, 1500. And notice how the other dimension changed along with it. If I change this one to 1500, notice how this is now larger than 1500. That's not what we want. So you pick the largest number, change it to 1500, and save this out. Now, for whatever reason, this has always said .jpeg. I have never encountered this, and usually there's a checkbox here that says hide file extension. You don't want that checked. But I finally figured out, well, just what's going to happen if I type 1500, and I'll put an I there, and then save it. What happens if we switch to the Finder is, well, dang, it added that it added the .jpeg, even though it wasn't in that dialog box. You have to have that there, and you don't want to type it. You want the application to do it. And there you go, from Illustrator and Photoshop to correctly sized images for the web, and you can upload those. You got it? For those of you who are working, taking screenshots because you're using code or something else and your images are smaller than 1500, go ahead and upload those. Don't upsample them because that's really bad workflow. You got it? Okay.